Hello, my dear chess friends. My name is nestorovik. I'm a chess grandmaster and a FIDE coach from Serbia. I will try to do these YouTube videos a little bit more often than usual. The problem is I'm like a full-time coach, so I don't have so much free time for these educational videos, but I will give my best to do it more often. So today I will start with the first lesson today, and I hope you will like it. So we will continue with, I will always try to discuss some interesting, let's say, subjects here. From the levels will be from the beginner to, I like to say, to the professional chess player. Today we'll take a look in the lesson about how to defend and how from the defense to go to dominance. So the first position that I prepared today is from the game. Here, white pieces had a Grandmaster Magami, and he played against the Pavel Pankratov, also Grandmaster from Russia. In this position on the board, now first black is on the move, and black needs to understand what white wants to do. I'm also, when I'm starting to do these kind of positions, what I'm doing is I'm always trying to first to see material. So here we have black has two rooks on this position, and white is only one with the queens on the board. That means here that black is a rook up. But as we can see here, the position is far from easy to play for black because the black king is very open, especially from these checks from the G file. So now in this moment on the board, you need to find a way how black will play this for the win. So how to keep your king safe and what to do. So like I like to say here, please here stop the video, take a minute or two, and try to find the best move for black in this position, not to lose, but to stay in the game. Thank you so much. I hope you found the right move. Here, the key move in this game is the move h6. So after the move h6, black king is safe. Why? The reason is that with the move h6, black is completely controlling the square g5, so white can't come to the square g5. The thing here is that now if white just simply goes with a move like a queen to f6, preparing the checkmate with the plan of rook to g3 and something on g7, or queen probably, black has this very nice move rook to h7. What's going on now is that after the rook to g3, black king will just go to the f8 square. Now, as we can see, the white queen can take the rook on d8, and there are no checkmate threats on g7 and h8 because this rook is protecting everything. Also, what's important to say that white now needs to be careful because if white tries to do anything, black wants to give a checkmate from e1, and also from that way, from the e1 check, the black queen will come back, and let's say the game will be pretty good for black. One of the things that my students here got sometimes, it's like that black, okay, the black can play also the move h5, but for example, this move is not good. The reason for h5 why the move is not good is that white can play simply queen to g5 check, and after the check with the queen to g5 here, when we go, let's say, to the f8, now white can go queen e7 check, and after, let's say, we move the king, there is simply rook to g3, check again on the g file, only two squares are h7 or h6, and after the queen to f7, this is the checkmate. So basically, even when you're material up, you need to understand what your opponent wants to play. And again, based on that fact, you need to prepare your defensive ideas. So here, the plan is simply play the move h6. It looks simple, but the move h6, not only the taking away the square g5, but also preparing this rook to go to h7, and the position is easily defendable. So I very much like this example. I'm using it with my work, so I hope you like it as well. So let's take a look in the second game that I prepared. This game I played actually against a very strong Grandmaster, and the position is very complicated, and I hope you will like it. In this position on the board here, I had that black pieces against the very strong Grandmaster, Justin Tan. We played this game in German Bundesliga. So now the moment was, as you can see here, my black king is behind the e-pawn, so this e-pawn can't progress to become a queen, and I have a very strong three pieces here, queen, rook, and the knight. So the point was when I played king e8, I thought that, okay, I'm winning somehow because this rook, knight will go to g3, the rook will go, and so on. But white found unbelievable move to stay in the game here. White played the move bishop to e5. Very complex position, a lot of things are going on, and what was also the problem is that we both played this game in like a second, because as you know, in the professional chess level, after the move 40 you get a 30 minutes, so the time control was 130 plus 30 seconds for each move of increment. So now after the move bishop e5, I think this is my move 39, so let's say I'm playing on the seconds and I just need to find the best move here. So after the bishop e5, it's pretty close that I can't take the bishop because white will simply just take the rook. So that's of course out of the question. Now the point is, what are my next options here? During the game I saw the move knight f2 check, but now after the king to g1 I also found the move knight to h3, and somehow this is a draw. The point is we have just perpetual check with the king. If let's say white takes the knight, there is a move queen to e5, and then suddenly the whole position, it's kind of like everything is hanging and so on. That's the reason why I told you that this example is very complex. But again, here the move 14 in the last second on the board, I played the move knight to g3 check. So now the point is, I'm pretty happy if he takes the queen takes the knight, because if queen takes the knight, I wanted to take it with the queen. And after the bishop g3, rook to g3, this rook on game looks pretty good to me because this pawn on g4 is under attack, and also I want to take the h pawn afterwards. So in this moment after the check I was happy, but then my opponent didn't take the knight, he just moved the king to h2. Let's say just simply put the king in the front of my queen, but my queen is kind of like also under attack from this bishop on e5. Here in the last couple of seconds I gave a double check, knight to f1. Why this is a double check? Because I'm attacking the king from the knight and also from the queen. Now he played the move king to g1, and in the last second, this was a move 40, I found the move now knight to e3. Interesting to say, this is like a move that if I don't find, I will be losing because all my pieces are under attack. The point is why this move is important defense, because sometimes when your piece, let's say important piece, is getting attacked, you need to find the way to attack his piece as well. So it's like sometimes attack is the best defense. Here when I play knight e3, lucky enough, his queen is under attack as well, it's mine. So now after the move bishop to f4, nothing else to be done. I took his queen, and now we get to the rook endgame where I was better after the move king to g3, but after a lot of fight, I had a very nice winning chances. The game ended in a draw. So a very complex position, and because I think it's pretty interesting, so I will just say it one more time. So after the move bishop e5, the move knight g3 check, like I said, here I defended by attacking the king, and after the move king h2 check, double check, king to g1, knight e3, very important move, and thanks to this move knight e3, I stayed in the game and almost won this game, because yes, my queen is under attack, but what I'm doing, I'm also attacking his queen. So as you can see, active defense in both these games was very important, and I was pretty happy to survive. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this, I will say, short lesson about defense, and I hope to see you in the next videos as well. So please subscribe, like the video, and see you in the next lesson. Thank you and take care.